Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. It is time. One Piece. Oh, wow. Ooh. I just did, oh, by the way, I did a live stream. Reviewer's Corner. EOP. Everything One Piece. And Joten. And King Ace. And King Light. We were talking about this chapter and stuff. So you guys go check that out. Anyway. Chapter One Piece 712 Violet. This one, actually, when I first read this, I was actually surprised where they started off. I was like... But then I saw the very beginning and I realized, okay, so that's the whole story. We're going to when Sanji talked to Law from last week when he told him this. It's 30 minutes beforehand. So, that was the whole bit. And, you know, we got a cover page, you know, the whole caribou thing and stuff. And this one was pretty fucking insane, to be honest with you. Because, now, we were discussing this with EOP. And he was referencing Violet. Now, Violet's situation with Dumb Flamingo could be taken as, you know, same thing with Robin. Now, I'm not going to throw that out there at the moment, but I will say this. She could be considered a Straw Hat. But I don't think that's... You should just be brought into the front at the moment. And basically what happened, Sanji got his ass kicked pretty much in this scenario. And he's saying, you know, saying that she saw through him and that he was weak towards women and stuff. And she's saying that everything about you is a mess. And she's known as the Don Hyote family. I apologize with the pronunciation of that. Trouble Army Assassin Violet. And she calls him a pathetic excuse of a man, and so on and so forth. You know, basically making fun of him inside. And he's basically continuingly, you know, Sanji. I mean, he's still sticking to his guns. He's still saying you're lying. You know, he basically sees through it. Says, your heart is actually a beautiful one, but these evil bastards have put, you know, you in a situation you can't get out of. And she kicks him in the face. And she's saying, take out all that lovey-dovey crap. And she's like keeps calling him absolutely pathetic and stuff. And then she keeps thinking that he's going to snap out of it and, like, is going to... Which was kind of strange. She was like, you're holding back your rage towards me. I'm like... This was a big surprise in the beginning. And then basically she says she has what is known as the Giro no Meat, which is the goggle ability, which is human with insight, which pretty much is what it is she can peer into a person's mind. She just goes like this. And she can look into your mind. She can also give that ability, I should mention this, to another person. So, this was a big surprise. I didn't expect her to be a devil fruit user. Violet. Not at all. And this ability was just like, whoo! She does something else in this chapter that I was very confused about. But I think it's because of her goggle ability, which I'll go into later. But basically, she looks into Sanji's head, and she's asking, like, why are Trafalgar Law and Straw Hat joined forces? What is the purpose of them coming to bed? And Rosa, your strategies, your plans, you don't have to talk. Answers lie within your head. And with it, I will get all your comrades in one fell swoop. And she peeps into his mind, and she screams. She says, "How obscene! He's a complete and total man whore." And she's like saying, "I never see someone perverted thoughts pollute one mind." And saying, "How can you have such thoughts at a time like this?" And then he's like saying, "Bloodied and bruised, Sanji, man." In that moment, your eyes, she's saying, "Someone I wanted you to kill, they were telling the truth. So even if the million people have judged you, I will never question a lady's tears." And then she's like, unbelievably surprised by this. I mean, it's Sanji. I mean, come on. Sanji. He will never hit a woman, and he will never go up against his word on a woman. That's how it is, man. That's Sanji. It's a Reezy King of Lightning. Yeah, it's a Reezy King. Likes this guy. There you go. And they just start, those goons with her, you're gonna kill this pervert. And saying that, the Straw Hats crew, 77 million bounty, Blacklist is ours. And she does this thing called, and this is the thing I was talking about with Violet, she does this thing called Iron Tear. Like a tear, as in, when you cry. Iron Tear Eye Whale. And it attacks those guys and goes after them. And he says, "Wait, sis, what are you?" And that's where, that happens there. And I was wondering to myself, why? Was that a part of her ability? Because she could see into people's thoughts. So what's the Iron Tear thing? Tell me what you guys think. Explain that to me, because I was totally befumbled when I saw that. It was very confusing. But anyway, after that, pretty much, she's just talking to him. She's saying, and she's like saying, "You have to escape, Blackleg, Sanji. Know everything about your crew's current movements. To believe in your enemy, even after all this, you really are a pathetic man. Thanks for saying what you did. It really made me happy." And then she shows basically him what happened this morning with the whole thing with Dumb Flamingo and his citizens, saying don't stand down of the Shubakai and step down. And then we see CP0. Oh. And they saying that him stepping down as a Shubakai was a mistake. Some more craziness happened in this chapter. And that, there's going to be another report saying that he didn't step down and all that stuff. And he's saying to them, "Proceed as if nothing has happened. Please continue on your normal daily routines." That's basically what happens. And he's just saying, "We've been playing by the entire time. The world government that goes beyond," Johnny's basically saying, "goes beyond the powers of Shubakai." And then Violet's saying that, "I fear what he'll do so I cannot leave. But there still might be enough time for you and your friends. Hurry and contact them." And then that's basically what happened when he was that 30 minutes prior talking to Law. Then we go to Greenbit, and we see Law, and we see Fujitora, and he's being informed that the report they were given was false, and that they can't do anything about it, and so on and so forth. And Robin apparently shows up, but that's not really Robin. She's not there. She shows up as an illusion to inform Law that her and Usopp, they're with the dwarfs. Yeah, they're with the dwarfs. They're underground with the dwarfs. So they are okay. And they're going to go on their way to the ship. And basically telling him to go your way as well. And saying that the deal is off and so on and so forth. Leave the island immediately. And she's like telling him that we got mixed up into trouble, but we're safe. We can assist you, but you should go ahead and escape first. We'll head to the port like we planned. And that's when shit gets real and Dom Flamingo shows up. And Robin says, "I wish you luck, you too." And Caesar Cloud's like, "See you, Joker!" Hey! Fuck you. Fuck you, Caesar Cloud. And he says the Marines, but maybe that's a good thing, Law. And he's saying, freaking Doflamingo. And then he's saying, yeah, splendid, splendid, I mean it. They even sent a Marine Admiral. And, Law's not having it. He's like, enough with your bullshit, Doflamingo. What's the story here? And then we go from that to the tournament. It's like, everyone must have forgotten. Everyone must have forgotten. We have a tournament going on! Like what? The fuck? We still got a tournament going on. That's so crazy. I still think about this chapter, and I just completely forgot. We still got a tournament. Oh my god, here. And we see Cavendish, and he's like, "Oh, let me fight Straw Hat." And he says, "Don't interfere." These guys are telling him to don't interfere. And we have, here we have the 139 fighters of C Block Battle Royale who will come victorious. And Luffy saying, "I was getting tired of waiting, let's do this." And there goes strikes. And then we see another thing with the whole thing around the world, saying was earning his support. And he's like using the power of the world government, you fool 10 people to get through the trouble of lying to the entire world. And he's like, Doflamingo saying the tricks are always shockingly simple, Law. And then, this was interesting, because then, he's like telling him, you're a Shubakai, you shouldn't have that power to, you're just a pirate. To pull off something of this magnitude, only people of the Celestial Dragons can do. Of nobles. And that's where we get a flashback back to when Law finished off Virgo. And he says, this is what Virgo said, he said, "You know nothing of Joker's past. The ignorance will come back to haunt you." And Law's like, it can't be. And he says, "It's kind of complicated." He says, "Foo, foo, foo, foo. It's kind of complicated. Never mind that, though, Law. I come here to take your head." And that's where the chapter ends. And the only thing I have to say is, holy shit. Holy shit. You got Violet with Sanji, that whole thing going on, and then she, helps him out, even though betraying him. And we got the fucking thing with the tournament still. And then we got this thing with Doflamingo. I'm like, so much shit to cover. Overall, this gets a 5 out of 5. Now, I don't think... See, he didn't announce it. Like, he didn't look at Law. Doflamingo said, "Yeah, I'm a Celestial Dragon." No, he didn't say that. He says it's complicated. So, what this could mean is he's related to a Celestial Dragon. If he's related to a Celestial Dragon, that could be where he can have the ability to access this kind of authority to, do something like this. Not having to manipulate things as he did. But we'll see. I mean, God knows. Who knows, I'm looking forward to several things for next week's chapter. If there is hopefully there's a next week's chapter. I'm looking forward to how this goes down. We need to go back to that tournament. Like ASAP. Like ASAP. Come on. Don Chi, man. Don. Don guy. Come on. Let's go back there. Let's go back there, and we got to see that tournament. So I'm looking forward to that, and how this is going to unfold. Now, we'll see. Hey, we'll see. I personally think it could be who knows? Maybe Doflamingo will spill the beans. I don't think he's going to spill the beans. I think it's just going to be like, I don't think he's going to spill the beans. I think it's just going to be just like, something on the other side of it. But he's kind of saying it's complicated to a degree to say, yes, I have some kind of leeway of controlling things like this. But I think also Zoro, I should mention that, Zoro, And the reason why I say Zoro, Fujitori's there. Possibility. Sword fight. Zoro, Fujitora. Let's go. I think so, at least to a certain extent. Now, that I don't know. That if that goes down, I don't know who's going to win that. Tell me what you guys think about this chapter, about what's going down, of all the craziness. 5 out of 5, no questions asked. Like I said, this is getting way too fucking good. I mean, it's just gotta keep reading. Just gotta keep reading. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, this is Bonkai 922. Motherfucking Dumb Flamingo, man. You son of a bitch. Where'd you get that fucking, pink feathers? And pink feathers. Get the fuck out of here. So yeah. And I'll see you guys later.